All right, so we have Dasan here. He's gonna show what 90-90 is. The first step is we have to know how to get into this position, okay? So you wanna be on the floor, and it's called 90-90 because there's a 90-degree angle with his front leg, and there's also a 90-degree angle with his back leg. I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit here. And then also you can look at the foot and ankle. We want a 90-degree angle there as well. This first variation of the 3 is called the 90-90 hold. We're gonna be focusing on this front leg here, okay? So he's gonna be in a nice upright position. I don't want him rounded. And he's going to drive that knee into the floor. He's gonna breathe into the belly, holding that breath for 10 seconds. And then after the 10 seconds, he's going to relax. He's gonna exhale and he's gonna hinge forward. And the reason why this is beneficial is because he's activating the hip muscles and then he's lengthening it, okay? So he's gonna hold this for 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, he's gonna drive his knee again for 10 seconds, breathing into the belly. And you can notice how he's staying at the same range of motion here. He's gonna exhale and then he's gonna lean a little bit further, staying nice, upright, and tall, okay? And then you wanna do 4 rounds of this per side, okay? So this is the 90-90 holds, and we're working again the front leg. This is the second variation, okay? The first variation, we were working the external rotators of the hip. Now we're working the internal rotators of the hip. So I have Dasan in the same position here. However, his back foot's on a yoga block, okay? The purpose of this is we're looking at active range of motion and passive range of motion, okay? Active range of motion is his ability to move his hip through that range of motion. Passive range of motion is when I take his hip through the full range of motion. Passive range of motion is always going to be greater than active, okay? So by putting him on this block, I'm putting him in that functional gap, okay? This is how we're going to increase range of motion in the hip, okay? So he's going to be in a nice uprighted position, and what he's going to do is this knee is going to stay down. He's going to think about lifting this back foot off, but what you're gonna do when you do it at home is that this foot's not gonna lift off at all, but I want you to do that motion. So go ahead and lift up. He's gonna hold, staying in a nice upright position. He's gonna hold that for 10 seconds. And you can see he pretty much doesn't have anything, but if I pick him up, I can lift him up higher. That's that passive range of motion. He's holding for 10 seconds, breathing in here, of course, and then he's going to relax and he's gonna push his foot in there for 20 seconds, okay? Staying in a nice upright position, all right? So he's gonna cycle through that. 1 round is 30 seconds. He's gonna do 4 rounds of that. So you're gonna go ahead again, lift up. I'll help him here. And what you're gonna experience is a lot of cramping. That's actually a good sign because you're at end range. That's how we're going to improve your active range of motion. This is gonna help loosen up the hip and it's gonna help reduce injury for athletes. And then go ahead and drive. That's the second variation of 90-90s. For the third variation of 90-90s, we're gonna do 90-90 transitions, okay? So he's gonna start in the 90-90 position, and then he's gonna go ahead, I'll get out of the way because he's gonna be moving this time. And what he's gonna do is, while he's rotating to the other side, he is going to be driving this knee into the floor. Once he can't keep this knee down, then he's gonna go to the other side. This is the modified version. You can see his hands behind his back, supporting him so he can stay in that upright posture. All right, and then he's gonna lean forward, hinge, feel that stretch, and then he's gonna go to the other side, okay? Now again, he's driving this knee down, don't lift this knee. Once it starts coming up, he's gonna be rotating to the other side. So these are 90-90 transitions. This is the modified version. He's gonna hinge forward. For the more challenging version, once you get a hang of this, we're gonna add some weight. So this is the more challenging version. All right, so he wants to stay nice upright. Now he's gonna do the same thing, but he's holding onto a kettlebell. All right, so go ahead and rotate. Stay nice and upright, keeping that knee down. Once he can't rotate anymore without keeping this knee down, he's gonna go ahead and move to that side. See how he's staying in an upright posture? This is a very challenging position and Dasan's doing a wonderful job. Sit nice tall there. Now hinge forward. Keep the kettlebell high though. Feel that stretch and then go ahead and rotate again. And he's just gonna do the same thing to the other side. With the modified version and the challenging version, do about 20 reps per side. But you work up to that. You do 5 both sides, 10, 15, 20. And that is 90-90 transitions.